everybody, my name is Lori and I'm from Wish Upon a Quilt. I'm also Lori from Lori Kent Designs. I'm here today, we're shooting this wonderful video to tell you all about a special embroidery machine that we have here at the store at Wish Upon a Quilt. It's the Janome MB-7. Now, the reason this is a big machine, it's an embroidery machine. It's for people that do commercial embroidery. This is what I want to tell you. How many people start out, you start sewing, then you start getting into embroidery. You make little projects like this cute little mermaid that's my own design, thread of the month. You make a cute little design like this, you give it to a friend. Oh my gosh, I love this mermaid design. Where did you get it? Oh, I stitched it out on my embroidery machine. Oh my gosh, you should sell these. You would make a killing. So many people have opened up Etsy stores using their commercial embroidery machine to make beautiful things on their machine. Maybe they have a Janome machine, maybe you have a 550E or another type of machine, and you want to get to something bigger. So you can make more and more projects to sell in your Etsy store or Amazon or wherever. You can make money. Why sit in an office doing something that you don't love? And if you love to sew and embroider, why not make this a home-based business where you can buy this machine, you can take it home with you, you can work with it at home, you can make products like this, you can sell it online, and you can make money doing something that you love and making beautiful things like this beautiful mermaid pouch that is our Thread of the Month design. Here are some other designs that you can make. Look at all these things. What about hats? Businesses always need hats. People are looking for people to embroider for them. Sororities and colleges, they're looking for that. People that have clubs, company shirts, company logos. People are looking for people to embroider on. We're getting lots of that. Anyway, so I wanted to talk to you about the Janome MB-7. And actually, I'm not going to talk to you about it. Costa is our national Janome educator here at Wish Upon a Quilt. He knows all about embroidery, he knows all about sewing machines, and he's going to tell you all about this wonderful machine. It's a great machine. It's a multi-needle machine. It's a lot less expensive than you think, and it does wonderfully. It does monograms, all these things that you can do for a home-based business to make money doing something that you love. Like I said, we're in this COVID world. We don't know how long we're going to be in it. Why sit at home in front of a computer doing something that you just don't care about? Do something that you love, but then make money. Make money doing it. And this is a great machine for that. So without further ado, I'm introducing you to Costa. Again, this is Lori from Wish Upon a Quilt, and this is Costa. He's our national Janome educator, and he's going to tell you all about this wonderful, wonderful machine. Thanks for joining us. Here you go, Costa.
Thank you, Lori. You know, Lori has hit it, Catherine, so much on the nail, because what we really need to say is in this time when we are at home and all my embroiderers are working and all your friends are coming to you, where did you get that? How did you make that? I want one of those. Can you put my name on my scrubs? Can you put my name? Oh, can you do something on the back of my jean jacket? And you do it. But guess what? You can make money at it. This machine, the MB-7, is a very, very, very important machine to those people who can create a business and be creative enough to do that. Hey everybody, welcome to Wish Upon a Quilt. As Lori has said, you know, Lori's the perfect person. She is the perfect person to talk about having her own business. You know, Lori started designing fabric from her home, and then look where she is now, and she's constantly evolving, using her business sense to do things. This is the MB-7, as you can see, as she has told you. The MB-7 is 7 needles. It is considered Janome's finest machine in the way of a very, very, very essential machine, and very, very industrial. We can do a lot on this machine. you can create a lot. So let's say you were embroidering on our 550E, and it's a one needle machine, but now you're ready. You are home, just as she said. You want to turn something you love into making some money. Here's what happened to me and why I started. I was getting all my family members, my friends, hey, I want one of those. Oh, can't you do that for me? Can you put my name on my shirt? Can you put my logo? I've got a new cement truck and I'm working on this. I'm trucking. So all of a sudden I was doing all this stuff for free, and I thought, my work is just as good. I'm going to do something else. So I got with a friend of mine who owned a dry cleaners, and he had 7 of these machines. And this was in Jacksonville, North Carolina. And the next thing you know, I was embroidering contracts for the Marines. And so I was using a lot of these hat hoops. We had different kinds of hoops, of course, with each machine. For this kind of machine, I used this kind of a hat hoop, where I used sticky paper, you guys remember that, where I used peel and stick, y'all know about that, and then peel and stick and put the hat right on there, and then embroider right inside. And that is one of the hat hoops that you can get with this machine. Also, this machine, and I'm letting it run, has about 100 designs within it. And today, as a matter of fact, if you wanted to start your business and you didn't have a lot of software, some of you that would be doing this already have their software ready. If that's true, you can connect your computer right into this machine right here on the side, as you can see. Right here, we can connect the computer. This machine has a beautiful, beautiful screen that's connected here, so you don't have to work to the side of the machine. Now the MB-7's new setup is with this new screen. You can do a lot using it. You can pull your hoops in and out. You can wind your bobbin. You can do all that. As you can see, as this is stitching, you can even change the speed as you can. So I can make that speed go up a little bit more to 800. This machine goes up a little bit farther than that, so you can do about 950. That's one of the beauties of this machine. The other beauty of this machine, and in just a minute I'm going to show that to you, is that you don't have anything under here. Just as your one needle, you would have to take a sweatshirt and turn it inside out and do the front of it or do its logo. But in this, I can keep my item open and I can embroider just with it. Now with this machine, you would want to purchase other hoops. There are 4 or 5 hoops that come with it, but you would want to do these things called fast frame hoops that are just metal hoops that you put that peel and stick, and you can do bags, beautiful bags, and you can do huge bags. Now today, as you can see, I hope you notice that after every jump stitch, it did cut this thread. It does it beautifully. And what you would normally do is, if you can see these signs here, you can see that, especially this one, I can assign every one of those needles a different color. So if I had, this design is only one color because I just set up the monogram. This monogram is, by the way, inside of the machine. But each one of these letters, if I chose, I could put a stop between each one and make one a different color. And assign yellow to the C, that would be needle 1, needle 2, needle 3. Right now I was working with needle 7. When I unhoop this, as I'm going to do, you can see I've got all 7 threaded, but I can do this. You can see I did this one in pink and this pink. Now you can see how beautiful it stitches. I'm going to try to unhoop it the best I can. And you can see this is one of the hoops. This is one of my favorite hoops that comes with it. I can do so much in it. But this is, I can unhoop this. You can see there's no puckering between the letters because I've used the right cutaway or tear away or whatever I use in the way of a stabilizer. This was just a regular cotton. I would definitely be able to make these. I edited, this screen will edit right on it. So once I go in here and I can go inside it and find the grid, those of you that know what the grid is all about, and we can go in here and we can go in and find the grid through the beginning of this, press the corresponding. So we're going to see, and you can see it inside. So when we look at the grid, I can do all kinds of things with this. I can turn it 90 degrees if I choose, as you can see. I can make this smaller or larger if I choose that. So this is going to make it smaller. So let's see. And there we go, just a little bit smaller. I can go as low as 80% from the original. And then I could probably place it right on this hat, if it's centered on this hat. If I choose, I would turn it around so that I could place it on the hat. Also, here's the other thing. I could take this. This shows you right now how these bags are. I just took a bag from the store, but I wanted you to see that if I use a bag, I can take this bag and I can place it, and there's no issue. I've got a loop in there, hoop in there, and there's no issue of what I can do because I have no inside. It's all empty down there. It's all empty. So you can do all kinds of bags. I was asked so many times, can you put my monogram on my luggage, on my purse, on my bags, on my whatever? And that was one of the things, the beauty of having such an industrial machine. And this machine is very, this is what makes it great, efficient. It's efficient by its design. If you look on about the MB-7 in your on Facebook or especially on YouTube, you will see that this design won one of the best 10 embroidery machines on the market, especially for price point and for what it can do, and the accessories you can add to it to make your business better. All right, so let's talk about what you will get when you come to Wish Upon a Quilt. This machine normally goes for $9,999. We're not going to sell it to you for that. Instead, Frank has got this machine, and it's on the website at $64.99 for the machine and the cabinet. The cabinet is it is part of it. It comes with the machine here at Wish Upon a Quilt. Now, you have 3 beautiful drawers, especially for your hoops or accessories. This drawer, more accessories. I've got them pretty empty, and here I put some fabric in there and those kinds of things. And not only is that's not enough, you've got this shelf, and you've got a pegboard here to keep your threads all together. And you can put more thread, Catherine, on this side, and more stuff. Especially, you can use your shelves for your stabilizers. As you can see, those of you who are doing a business, having plenty of peel and stick, that's where peel and stick is really used the most. This cabinet does come together, so he's doing everything for $64.99. Now, some people are going to ask me, but Costa, how do we transfer? Just like you do with any of your embroidery, there's the USB port right here, and you would take it from your computer. You also, as I had showed you, you can go from computer using your program, your editor program that comes with the machine, and it'll transfer right into your machine. And also, I do know this, that I think Janome would tell you, if you bought more than one machine and you have a business, what we call 2 heads or 3 heads, you can connect them through that same port. So they can be. So if you wanted to do, maybe you're very comfortable with this machine, but your business has taken off. You've got 40 things hanging out there and you need 2 machines going at one time. That's one of the ways that I get things done. Even in my one needle, I have 12 of them. So I can get several parts of my embroidery done, especially if I'm doing quilting and I've got blocks. I can have 4 blocks going or 5 at the same time, depending on how I can mix around the threads. That's what you can do. Those of you who want to start a business and you want to have this is a very efficient machine. And it will handle volume. If you know what I'm saying, you will be able to do lots and lots of things. So once again, this is the Janome MB-7, and this is the Arrow cabinet. These cabinets are made in Australia. Now, you can see that it is open, so some of those really good points of it are, there are 10 fonts within this for monogramming, and you do have a 2-letter and 3-letter monogram within it. So it does cut after every, as you can see, after every letter, after every jump stitch, it will cut. It does a beautiful job with lettering especially, and you can see how nice the satin. Now I want to show some of my embroiderers this. You know what it means when you have perfect tension, when it's exactly 1/3. Look at that. Just perfect. And it is just like that in the back. You know what that means. I personally used white bobbin thread. The pre-wound bobbin is an extra large one, so it lasts a long time. I've done an awful lot of embroidery on this already today, and I have not had to change the bobbin. So it is a wonderful, wonderful machine. So we hope to see you at Wish Upon a Quilt, where all your wishes do come true, especially your sewing wishes. And don't forget, we know that we're in the middle. We see that light at the end of the tunnel with the vaccinations going on. But in this pandemic, nothing's better than staying home, sewing, and still making money at what you love. And that's the most important thing. So make sure today that you tell someone you love them. Make sure you make something beautiful with your Janome, or come and check out one of ours.